know by now the presidential election will likely come down to just a handful of swing states.
That's right. Morgan McKay is at the Fox 5 Flipboard with a look at where the race stands in some of these battleground states. Hey, Morgan.
Yeah, Steve and Natasha, if you trust the polls, they show that this will be one of the closest races in American history. Like you guys mentioned, the presidential race will likely come down to about 7 battleground states. So starting first with Pennsylvania, former President Donald Trump leading just slightly within the margin of error. Pennsylvania has 19 electoral votes. Both Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris have visited the state more than 20 times in the past few months. They understand the importance. President Joe Biden won this state in 2020. Polls close at 8 p.m. Next, in North Carolina, Trump leading by 1%, but within that margin of error, the state has 16 electoral votes. In 2020, Trump won the state by a little more than 1 point. Polls close at 7:30 here. Next, to Nevada. Trump leading, but within the margin of error again. The state has 6 electoral votes, which is the smallest total out of these 7 battleground states. In 2020, Biden won Nevada by about 2 percentage points. Polls close at 10 p.m. there. And in Georgia, Trump also leading, but within the margin of error. Georgia has 16 electoral votes. Biden barely won this state in 2020, and it was the first time a Democratic candidate won Georgia since Bill Clinton in 1992. Polls close at 7 p.m. Next, in Michigan, Trump leading, Harris leading, but within that margin of error, Michigan has 15 electoral votes. Now, Biden won this state in 2020, but Trump won it in 2016. Michigan actually has 2 different time zones, so most of the polls close at 8 p.m., but others close at 9 p.m. Next, to Wisconsin, also within the margin of error, but Harris leading slightly. The state has 10 electoral votes. Trump won the state in 2016, but Biden won in 2020. Both candidates won by less than 1% in those 2 elections. Polls close at 9 p.m. Now, lastly, in Arizona, Trump has a heftier lead here comparatively, but still within that margin of error. Arizona has 11 electoral votes. Trump won in 2016, but Biden won in 2020. Polls close at 9 p.m. So as you can see this, with the time zone differences, we might have a long night ahead of us. Steve and Natasha.
So what way is the wind blowing as we enter this final day of voting here and seeing the election finally come after all these months on the campaign trail?
Exactly. I mean, it's neck and neck in all of these 7 battleground states. I know there was 1 point ahead here, 1 point ahead there, but if you've got about 4 points of margin of error, it's all going to be really coming down to probably just a handful of counties within these 7 states.
Yeah. Pretty wild, yeah.